Howdy guys, it's the Dallerfin'd Crustacean back at it with another Resident Evil 4 video. Let's get right into it.
You look like you've got something to say.
I have something to ask you. But I don't think I'll get a straight answer. Raccoon City. You know, after the incident, the world changed. You try to save one person, 100 others die. I guess I changed too.
You? Leon S. Kennedy. You haven't changed. You just think you have.
So here's my question. Have you changed, Ada? Or are you just trying to use me again?
What do you think? We're here. Don't think too hard, handsome. See you later.
Story of my life.
Okay guys, as you can see we're starting off with a 2x speed cut. There's going to be quite a few of these in here just because there was a lot of moments where I was like backtracking when I probably shouldn't have, and a lot of moments where I was just picking up a bunch of stuff. So and like any time that I was interacting with the merchant, it's just not very interesting to watch, and there's no reason for me to keep it at regular speed, especially because I was trying to fit this chapter into one video, which we were able to do. This is a pretty difficult chapter. And there's actually our first spot here is a much bigger section than I was expecting. Once you get through this initial section, I got through the rest of it on my first try, but I just didn't expect there to be such a long, such a long section with no place to save. So I started taking my time, which is another reason why I needed to start speeding things up. And I did notice, like, when I watch my videos back to make sure, like, everything looks fine and I'm not saying anything stupid or I don't sound whiny or anything like that, I noticed that I like to watch my videos in 2x speed. I feel like I'm talking really fast in the moment when I'm recording these, but then I watch them back and I feel like I'm taking forever to explain what I'm trying to say, which I do sometimes. I really wanted to try to stealth through this section, but when it comes to the last guy that you're going to see me stealth kill, no matter what I did, there was no way for me not to be seen there. So I honestly don't know what you were supposed to do, if there's even a way to stealth this section. But I just know that I did try to, like, come in here guns blazing, and every time I tried that, it didn't work. There were a couple times where I was just trying to completely run past everybody, and I somehow did end up running past everybody, but as soon as I got through the doors, the bull guy would chase me in there and kill me. So I decided to go ahead and try to do this stealthily, and on my, like, fourth or fifth attempt of trying to do it stealthily, I decided that it just can't be done. So once I kill this last guy up here, everybody's gonna see me, and then I'm just gonna start running for it. So basically I had to, like, incorporate two different ways of doing this. See, like, obviously you can't keep walking in front of this guy, right? I mean, he's literally looking at you. But I was looking at the guy down there to make sure he turned around, But even though I killed him, when the other guy was turned around, somebody still saw me, and I guess it was this arrow guy, even though he's so far away. So now the bull guy's gonna come out. I was thinking about trying to shoot his little thing, but now I'm deciding that I just need to run for it. And he does end up getting a couple of his anger issues out on me by kicking me right there. But it's fine. Now we're just gonna run past everybody else. Um, this can either go really good or really poorly. Um, you know, with the biggest problem that you're gonna have with running out of this section is the guys with arrows, and then the big bull guy with his machine gun, arrow gun or whatever. That was so upsetting. Like we were almost out of there with only taking one hit, and then all of a sudden, and now I'm looking back because, like I said, the bull had chased me back here a couple times. I think he does follow me, which is why I'm going ahead and trying to speed through this section. This guy up here is always going to become one of those mouth plagas. I don't know why I chose to reload. That could have gone really bad. But he decided to push me instead of hit me, so we were fine. Because we could have easily got, like, bounced back and forth between the two enemies there if he decided to punch me. Now we're going to run up here, stealth kill this guy, and then this is when I'm going to speed it up again, because since I had gotten through there, I didn't realize that there wasn't a save in this section coming up, so I'm risking my life coming back down here just to see if I missed any treasures, because part of me really did want to go ahead and kill the bull guy, because I wanted some more gems. Because once we got here, I remembered that we were actually gonna get another crown here. Because I completely forgot. So I was glad that I remembered it now, and that I still had a decent amount of gems. Look at this, how many bullets this is taking, because he won't open his mouth. This is, oh yeah, like this chapter, like these first couple sections, and that's when I went ahead and gave up. So I wasted so much ammo and so much time down there for no reason. And then I try to get a couple of shots through there. So now they're gonna see me and start coming out here. But back to what I was trying to say. This chapter is it will eat your bullets alive, and you're gonna see as we come up on these last two chapters before the boss fight, the final boss fight. I'm going to be using. Excuse me. I'm going to be using so much ammo compared to what we've been doing. Like, you're gonna see me hit zero so many times. You're gonna see me start to use more heals. And it's not that I was playing sloppily necessarily, but it's just that I was killing everything in my path when I didn't need to. And I was taking my time, and I was using my heals because it doesn't matter if I was going to use save my heals anymore, since we were coming up on the end of the game. So that's why you're going to see me go through so much ammo, because I'm just going to kill everything in front of me. Because you can run past a lot of these sections. I mean, that's what Resident Evil is great for. But you know what? I didn't want to risk it, and honestly, it did start paying off when we get to the next chapter, because the next chapter is pretty rough and has some pretty tough sections. So, is it the next chapter? This is chapter 14, right? So yeah, it should be the next chapter, where we have quite a few enemies to go through before we get to Lord Sadler's boss fight in the very end. But yeah, guys, I don't know if you can tell, but I've got kind of a sore throat, and I've gotten sick, and I didn't know if I even wanted to, like, record this video. But see how long this stretch is going? I mean, we still have a couple more sections to get through of, like, enemies. And you see I'm taking my time, I'm running back, and they've got grenade launchers. Anyway, I hope I don't sound too rough because my throat does hurt and I'm a little bit stuffy. But um, I need to record these videos when I have the time. I really wanted to parry that dynamite, but it's okay. These shield guys, I hate these shield guys. I really don't like them at all. I prefer the shield guys in the castle where you can exchange a bullet in order to break their shield, because this is annoying trying to get their feet. And I wanted to talk about the guys with the like the electric poles. Those guys are suck. So uh, it's not that they're a bad enemy. They don't bother me. You know, but I was trying to say in a previous video, but I stopped myself because I didn't want to talk about videos that I wasn't actually recording, instead of like talking about chapters before I was even at the chapter. But now that we're here and you can see the electric guys, I do not like them. And the reason is because you know how in the castle you have the mace guys with the ball spike weapon, and we can't parry them because you don't get any benefit from parrying them other than saving your life, not getting hit. But it's like, why would I go ahead and why would I go ahead and stress myself out on trying to get a parry and save ammo if I don't get rewarded with being able to kick the enemy down? Like, I could just go ahead and shoot him anyway. Well, in this case with the electric guys, it's even more of an issue. It's like every time you parry their attacks, Leon gets stunned, and that was one of the electric guys right there. He's right there. When you parry his attacks, you get stunned, and he has like that sucked. He has like a 3 combo attack, so you'll parry him, Leon will get stunned, and then he'll have enough time to hit you again. I mean, and you'll have enough time to parry him again, but then you'll get stunned again, and then he'll go to hit you again, and then you'll have to parry him again. It really sucks. I don't know if it's like a thing where you have to parry all 3 strikes in a row in order to get the parry off. Because when I did it, I was only able to do 2 of the parries in a row, and then I was like, what the heck, he's still not stunned, or I'm still getting stunned, and I didn't expect a 3rd one coming, so he struck me with a 3rd one. Hell, he might have 4 strikes, but I think it's only 3. But maybe it is a thing where if you perfect parry 3 different attacks at the same time from this guy in a row, then you get the kick. But that seems ridiculous. But I know that with the knight guys, I think, when we were there, I was questioning, like, it was kind of like the mace guys where you could parry them, but then there was like instances where you do parry them and do get the kick, and I couldn't tell, or I didn't study it enough to know is if it's just like a random thing or if it's like specific attacks that they do. Because the knights did have like a side slash, and then they did have like an overhead slash. And it seemed to me that when they did the side slash, that they were more likely to be able to be kicked. Look at this guy taking so many sniper rounds. That's ridiculous. That was a regular enemy. But yeah, as you can see, I'm keeping my space because I do not want to have to die and go back, because we're going through a lot of section right now. Anyway, so like, because the knight guys are like that, maybe the mace guys have a different attack. They never did a different attack other than that one whale. But maybe there's random times where you can parry them where you can kick them after a perfect parry. But it doesn't seem like it. So I don't like that. And I also, once I finished this game, I went back to hardcore difficulty, because I wanted to see how much easier the timings were with not having to be perfect, right? And the timing window is much better, you know, but the when you do parry them, uh, if you're not in the perfect timing that professional difficulty requires, you don't get to kick them. You have to you get pushed back a little bit. Like you block the attack, but you get pushed back, and you don't get to kick them. But then you get the perfect timing that professional only allows for, and you get to kick them. Which I don't really like that. Like I understand on professional you can only do perfect parries and then you get rewarded. But I feel like in the easier difficulties, you should also get rewarded for just parrying in general, even if it's not like perfect. I mean, I guess it makes sense. But I was looking at that and it made me think about the knight guys, the mace guys, and the electric guys. And I'm like, was professional difficulty like allowing me to have like a non-perfect parry when it came to these three enemies? Like that doesn't make any sense. There's no way that's the case. So it's just like for some reason with those three enemies, it's either random that you would get rewarded for parrying them, or it's like you have to parry them a certain amount of times, or it's like there's a certain percent chance that you'll parry them. Like some random enemies might start off with, oh, you have like a 10% chance with this enemy if you parry them to then be able to kick them. I don't know. Like maybe they have like random stability like life bars or something, like a stagger bar or something, like Sekiro or something. I'm not sure. But yeah, it just seemed weird with those three enemies, and then seeing that that's how it worked with hard difficulty was really strange. And speaking of how far it took to get to this first save finally, um, I wanted to discuss, like, I was going to discuss it in, like, the final video, but since we're just blabbing right now anyway, um, I like professional difficulty. I think that the enemy, you know, difficulty is good. I like the perfect parry. I like everything about professional difficulty, except that a lot of the challenge for me comes from saves. Like I feel like I've talked about this before in other videos, but I don't like the difficulty in my games to come from me not being able to save. Like professional difficulty is really good for those that have like played the game multiple times and they know what's coming. But for me, if I was gonna go through like a casual playthrough, but I didn't want it to be like piss easy, but I also didn't want it to be frustrating with me having to go back a long time just because it's been a while since I saved, I'd rather play hardcore mode so that I could have auto saves. And this is the first time that I realized this. Um, you can actually stealth kill both of these guys if you stick closer to the wall. You actually have to be a bit fast for that first guy, because if you're not, the bull will turn around. But other than that, you can stealth kill them, which is really nice. And then, um, yeah, so I really prefer a game with auto saves. I mean, think about it. Like we have Evil Within, which is a great game, and then it has a Kumu difficulty, which is one of the hardest difficulties I've ever played in a game. But it's also one of my favorite difficulties that I've ever played in a game. Like I've done it multiple times, and you wouldn't think that I would do a challenge where you die in one hit multiple times and like not get angry and actually be like happy with what I'm doing. But it's because like the saves are nice. Like yeah, you have to get through some tough sections, but once you get through those tough sections, you have an auto save. It's not like you get through a tough section, then you have to get through another tough section and another tough section if you hadn't saved previously. And like a lot of it isn't even like, it's not an issue of having to go back like a lot of space. I mean, it is, but it isn't. But most of the time, the saves in this game are really weird. Like like what we did with the Chainsaw Sisters, when we had to walk that big distance, and if we hadn't have saved right there after like walking back and forth, and then having to still walk every time we want to get to the sisters, there is quite a few saves in this game like that. That was not like a one-time occurrence. So it's really just like a thing where I wouldn't play this game casually on professional unless I was trying to do some kind of speed run, or if I play this game, like consistently and I know everything that's happening. We used the knife a good amount in this room. I was actually really happy with getting out of here without using too much ammo. Anyway, so now we're just like slowly making our way to what I assume most people find to be the scariest part of the game. We're going to meet the regenerators. Not and Pretty soon. Jeez Louise, I'm sorry. They really used to freak me out, and I would be really scared. But it doesn't scare me that much. Like I said, when we first encountered the Novistadors, yeah, the regenerators don't scare me nearly as much as them. Like just them, I can't stand bugs. I really really can't. Anyway, we're gonna be coming up to. I was walking really slow because just in case an enemy came around, because I thought I remembered somebody coming up at some point. And there is, but it's like a little jump scare. You don't have to do anything. And it's right here. There's gonna be a guy on fire that comes out of the oven or something like that. And now we're about to speed it up here because I get distracted by a rat, and every time I see a rat in this game, I think that there's about to be another freaking what's it called? Another one of those challenges. And actually, like in this game, I'm only going to do I mean in this run, I'm only doing one more what's it called? I'm only doing one more of those spindle missions because I didn't need there was nothing else I could get. I mean, there was a ticket that we can get, but you need 40 for it, and it's like obviously I'm not going to be able to get 40. And when we do the other mission, you're going to see why I did it, because honestly, if it wasn't for the reason that we had to do it, I would have just left it alone just the same. But now we're just dealing with the merchant, and I'm realizing now that now that I've finished the game, I think whenever I tried to get that bonus, I only put the best keychain, like the 20% chance for bonus ammo. I think I could have stacked the other ones that I had. Like, let's say if I wanted to make rifle ammo, I could have put the 20, the 15, and the 10. And then I would have been over at freaking 45% chance of getting getting the bonus stuff, which really sucks. Like I can't believe I'm figuring that out now. And you see, we were able to put a good amount of stuff into the crown, and I didn't know if it was going to be the purple one that we needed in order to get the 100,000, but I did know that when we kill the regenerators in the vats, that we were going to get a square one. But they do end up dropping a purple one for me, and we are able to then go ahead and fill the crown and get another 100,000 coins. So we did really good on money, and we did really good with treasures in this run, despite it having been a lot longer that I've played this game. Like, I didn't expect myself to remember or be able to find as many treasures as I did. And I kept missing this gate. For some reason, it took me so long to realize that button only turns on like half of the area, even though it says right there. I was just being completely stupid. So I got stuck here for quite a while. And We're gonna save scum. So like every single time I get through a small section here, I'm gonna go back to the save and save. So like once I get this key card and I run past this guy, I'm going to save, and then once we get the second key card, I'm gonna go and save, and then we're gonna run and do the third key card challenge. That hit, there's nothing you can do about it. If he decides to block your path and decides to do the double arm overhead like slam, you can't deflect it. So you just have to take the damage, which sucks. Because there were times where he'd decide to, sideswipe me with one arm, and you can deflect that. And I love the deflections with the regenerators. It's so satisfying because you just cut their arms off and then their arms grow back. I love that. But if he does the overhead slam like that, you're just screwed. And then now I'm debating whether I should take a green herb or if I should take an egg. And I decided I might as well just go ahead and eat the egg, just in case we get another yellow or red herb. And now we're going back, and we're gonna go do the second save, the second key card upgrade, and like that. See, you can deflect it, and we cut off its arm. So satisfying. I love it. And then we're going to run back here. We're going to switch the power, and then we're gonna go into the freezer, which gives me a bit of a hard time, which was another reason why I just needed to save in between each level key card that we got. And then we get lucky here because he tries to grab us, but we got by just in time. And now we're going to go ahead and come back here, like I said, and we're actually going to get a weapon. A weapon that I complained about not having in the past when we made our mistake in upgrading the automatic rifle. So behind these door, when you solve this puzzle, you finally get a different weapon for the machine gun. Now I'm not going to use it because I've already put so many upgrades into the machine gun that we have. But it is nice to know that I'm not crazy and there is an assault rifle that we get, later on. I feel like this is where you should be given the automatic assault rifle, especially since like the main weapon that you're supposed to use on the regenerators is the rifle. So it just makes sense that they would give it to you here so you could just shred the regenerators. It makes no sense why they would give that gun to you over in the library. But when the machine gun is perfect against the knights, like I feel like it's intentionally there to fuck with you. I was really trying to stab his plaga here because you can see it glowing there. And the rest of this, I'm not going to waste any more bullets. I'm going to deflect all these attacks. So we deflected one. He's regrowing his arms. We deflect another one. Now he has to regrow both. And then he does some grab bullshit that we couldn't do anything against. So we're low on life. But it's fine. The key card finished. And if I died here, I would have just ran back and done it again. But we make it out. We're actually going to go ahead and continue on, like getting to the third area because I was being stubborn and I was kind of mad that he had grabbed me like that. But they're so creepy. I love how they just like snake around sometimes, and it's so funny. Like I've seen pictures where people like go into photo mode when they have them like jumping up at them because when they're in their like little snake form, they can jump at you with their body. And I have like there's funny pictures with screenshots of them mid-air like that, and they look so goofy. I think they're such an interesting enemy, and I find it so satisfying to either deflect their shots as well as to use my sniper round to take out their plaga. But yeah, don't y'all agree that it like makes complete more sense to like have given us the assault rifle here, the automatic one, instead of the machine gun? Like I'm just now realizing that now, but like my justification for why they should have put the assault rifle here, I mean, yeah, the assault rifle here over the machine gun is completely justified and makes so much more sense than what they did do. Because even if you did get the assault rifle here, I feel like there'd at least be a reason to use it, because if you don't remember, I said, like, why would anybody use this gun? It just completely shreds through your rifle ammo. But at least here, there would be like a reason. Like, you would get it, and then you would like use it immediately on the regenerator that comes out of the thing. And because you're using rifle ammo and you have to shoot the plaga, and you'd see it glowing, you would be able to kill it. Most players would probably be able to kill it on their first go. Like, nobody's gonna pick up the machine gun and waste all their. I mean, some people will, but I mean, most people would not waste all their ammo, machine gun ammo on this thing. Anyway, especially if it's like their second or third playthrough. Even if it's their first, since it's the second one that they'd be encountering, they probably already put a bunch of bullets into that first one that chases you around when you're getting the level 1 key card. So they know that the regenerators take a shitload of bullets, and it does nothing. So if they got a new gun that's just a machine gun, they're most likely not going to use it, and they're going to use their shotgun. But if they saw that it was an automatic rifle, they might think that it was much stronger, and then they would be able to take it out, and then they would be able to. And you see right here, we're going ahead and we're buying the RPG because we're going to use it on Krauser next chapter. And we're actually, excuse me. Oh, this is chapter 13. This whole time, I knew it. This is chapter 13. I'm sorry for calling this chapter 14 this whole time. Anyway, you can see here that I'm just literally collecting everything that I couldn't carry before because I had the machine gun in my pocket, so that's why we're still speeding through all this. And we're building up a good amount of heals here. And then I'm gonna run back and save, and then we're going to come back in here and we're going to kill all of the regenerators in the vats, because once you put the key card in, I believe that they do break, so there's no reason to only kill the one that's carrying the wrench that you need. You might as well go ahead and kill them all. And like I said, I love shooting the plaga. I think the regenerators are really cool. I'm not a huge fan of the Iron Maiden that we get in the next chapter. Excuse me. Sorry. I want to be coughing in y'all's ear. But look how satisfying that is. I mean, sometimes you'll hit their, like, shoulder or something. Like, I hit his chest there. I guess it didn't get to the plaga because they're so thick. They're so thicky pops that you end up shooting something that's right next to them, but they have so much skin and blubber that you don't end up shooting the plaga. But still, it's so satisfying when you do get that shot, especially when you line it up like that and get 2 in a row. Like, we're gonna go ahead and line this out because I don't want to waste too much ammo on these guys. I didn't see myself getting a good shot, but then we got him when he stood up. And then we collect all these gems that they broke, including the wrench that this guy dropped, and we go back, we put the thing in the crown, and we're already back up to being able to almost buy another RPG if he wanted to sell us one, because we are going to buy another one. I don't know if I said that after we bought the first one for Krauser, but we're going to buy another one for Sadler, because I did good finding money, and why not use it? So now that we've sold all of that, I'm just making sure I didn't pick up any extra knives. We're going to save, and then we're going to make our way back. And this section actually took me quite a few tries, mostly because I was being stubborn, because they do like a little shuffle runs to the office, and I was upset with missing all of my shots. I do miss a couple shots here, like that one, but I stopped using my sniper because I didn't want to waste any more. And that guy was standing perfectly behind there, and I had to just give up because they were coming through the room. Look how weak the freaking grenades are at this point. The reason like we run out of so much ammo towards these last couple of chapters because there's such a big jump and their health from the castle to the island, their health is crazy. Now we're gonna run out here because we were getting overwhelmed over there and he was taking way too many bullets and I'm too stubborn to go ahead and use my shotgun. And then we take two guys out because that guy decided to hold on to his dynamite like those idiots that try to light up fireworks. Those videos are so funny, but I feel so bad for them that blow up their hands, but at the same time it's like, what were you thinking? Now we're gonna kill this guy because I'm not risking trying to deflect his attacks. And then we're going to kill this guy. And we managed to get out of this room without getting hit. But this isn't the first time that I was able to clear all these guys out. It was actually like the third or fourth time that I was able to kill all these guys. And because I would often kill them with like low life, and then coming out of here, the regenerator would kill me. And then you're gonna see me make kind of a mistake here. I'm running out here, and out of fear, since the regenerator killed me out of that room like 3 times already, I didn't want him grabbing me and killing me again. So you're gonna see me open these doors and then run back because I expect him to be there, and he wasn't there. So I'm like, okay, go ahead and go. But because I ran back, that gave him a chance to go ahead and walk up anyway. So I should have just ran through like I did the other couple times when it killed me, and I would have been fine this time. So I was upset about that. And now we're making my way back to the thing, and you see I'm getting lost. At the time, I could not see my screen for the life of me because it was daytime, and Leon never, he never pulls his light out in this game. But he wants to, strengthen his night vision or something. I'm not a cat. I can't see in the dark. So, but Leon wants to be a cat and he wants to see in the dark. That's fine. And if you didn't catch the mistake that we made back there when we put the key card in to upgrade it to level 3, like I did, you're going to see the mistake I made now. Yep, I forgot it. How do I always do that with playing Resident Evil games? So I had to run back. So stupid on my part, but nothing happened, so we skipped it.
Shit. You're gonna be okay.
And there we go, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see y'all in the next chapter. Like I said, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see y'all next time. Love y'all. Bye.